Hey mom, today was Saturday and I spent it teaching. On Monday, the head of the foreign language department asked for extra help in kindergarten. No context, no details, just a casual call for volunteers. But lately, I've been leaning into the power of yes, trusting that showing up, especially when it's inconvenient, often leads to growth I couldn't have planned for. When I arrived this morning, I learned we'd be conducting entrance evaluations for incoming kindergartners hoping to join the English Excellence Program, the very program I teach in. That meant the students I assessed today might very well end up in my classroom next year. And suddenly, the day felt a lot more personal. The testing was split into two parts: a group session for reading and writing skills, and an individual interview for listening and speaking. In the group setting, I walked them through tasks like spelling basic words, writing upper and lowercase letters, and filling in missing letters in an alphabet sequence. Then, one by one, I took students into a private room and assessed their ability to follow simple instructions. Touch your nose, turn around, clap your hands. These were simple, structured prompts, but the responses gave me a window into far more than just vocabulary. What I learned through this process was how nuanced assessment actually is. It's not just about whether a student gets an answer right or wrong. It's about how they approach a question, how they process it, whether they look to you for help, shut down completely, or engage with enthusiasm. I had to read body language, emotional readiness, and how much scaffolding each child needed. And in doing so, I realized I was sharpening one of the most essential tools in my teaching practice: my ability to really evaluate where a student is at, beyond the checklist. When students who aren't ready get placed into advanced programs, it affects everyone. So by showing up today, I wasn't just helping out, I was strengthening the system. But what surprised me the most was how this setting brought out a different version of my teacher voice. Working with such young learners, some of them nervous, shy, or still warming up to the classroom, forced me to distill my language down to the absolute basics. It required clarity, patience, and gentleness. Every instruction had to be slow, purposeful, and encouraging. There was no room for complexity, sarcasm, or filler words, just connection. Beyond that, I was also investing in myself. I captured over an hour of footage, both group and individual assessments, which will be a valuable addition to my teaching portfolio and content creation library. This wasn't just volunteer work. It was skill building. It was storytelling material. So today was a reminder. Sometimes professional growth doesn't look like a training session or a conference. Sometimes it looks like showing up on a Saturday, saying yes to uncertainty, and doing your work with intention. These moments are often the ones that carry the most weight later. They sharpen your skill set, refine your instincts, and reveal parts of your teaching identity you didn't know were there. And that's a different kind of compensation. I got a sweet treat from the mall, and that was it for my day. Okay, love you. Bye.